If you don't see, it's very difficult to do your job and drive a race car at 100%. For the first time, engineering has really taken the lead in trying to optimize vision behind the wheel of a car. Everybody wants to optimize its performance, and on the vision side of things, there is nothing better than that.
Yeah, it's been
Last time.
It's a long time. It's a long time. Good to see you.
How are you?
Yeah, they're good.
It's been a while.
So first time you guys are coming to my house.
I know. We already talked about it, so we're here now.
We came here to continue our research on performance and driving with Shamir lenses. So today we put our eye tracking glasses, calibrate them to get precise measurements on gaze angles and head rotation in order to understand how drivers look and what they see, what they feel, and also measure mental load. All this gives us possibility to design the next generation's driving lenses of performance lenses. In order to do our research, we precisely calibrate our eye trackers to get an exact gaze points and gaze angles together with the exact head position in 3D, through which points exactly on the lens the driver looks through. So we have the whole picture of driver's environment, so we can conclude how this design or that design influence his visual behavior, also how each design can influence on mental load and tiredness level. All these measurements are direct inputs for our optical design team to design the next generation of the lenses.
Sébastien is doing laps, and each time he goes next to Alex, he tries to recognize the sign, and the sign is an ECR test, usually for testing if someone is colorblind. But since we have color enhancement in our glasses, so Sébastien is trying to recognize the number as fast as he can, and the further away he is from the number, it means that he recognizes it earlier, and hopefully it also means that we've successfully enhanced the color difference.
She started to say that I was driving like a grandpa. I'm like, don't ever tell that to a driver.
I think the biggest aspect for us behind the wheel of a race car is to be able to sustain a good and a high level of quality of acuity. So the least your eyes get distracted or fatigued by the elements through filters or lenses like driver intelligence, the better off you will be, and the highest level of intensity and performance you'll be able to sustain through stints and through an entire race. When we're talking about multiple stints, so it's between 2 and 3 hours at a time, and you're going about 5 or 6 times in the car. So it's very hard to sleep during a 24-hour event, and obviously your body declines as far as energy is concerned, and so is your vision. So to be able to sustain a level of energy and a good acuity and an eye response that's adequate for driving at the limit of the race car, it's critical and it's difficult to achieve. But there is definitely a little decline, so any little bit helps, and definitely driver intelligence helps you kind of sustain a higher level for longer, so you feel fresher by the end of the race. I think when driver intelligence first came out, the biggest noticeable gain for me was driving at night. There's a ton of light interference when you're driving a race car at night, and that leads to a lot of fatigue. And for me, instantly, headaches, fatigue was diminished by a lot. So to me, that was the clear immediate benefit. Performance behind a road car is purely safety. We are very challenged by elements sometimes. Driving when it rains, you can add some fog on top of that. Sometimes you're just really struggling to see very well where you're going. So it's how aware you are and how capable you are of absorbing every element around you. Anything that could come and become a potential hazard. It's just a different level of performance, but it always goes back to diminishing the number of interferences that you have to work up against. And that's why driver intelligence really helps you, because it filters things that take your focus away from what's important. And that's why driver intelligence has been developed for regular driving, for any drivers at night and during the day. And it's the exact same products that I use behind the wheel of my race car.
Thank you for everything.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great work. Yeah, it was really interesting. Thanks, Dan. You're a soldier today. It was a pleasure.
Keep using our glasses.
Absolutely.
All the best.
But not using anything else.
Drive safe.
Absolutely. Correct answer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.